What's going on, everyone? My name is Bechler, and today I will be... what's it called? And today I will be giving you 5 tips to help film on your cell phone. As many of you know who are subscribed to me, and if you're not subscribed to me, I film a lot of skateboarding videos with my friends, just kind of hanging out, showing the fun times of skateboarding. And I've noticed that a lot of the times that I've been hanging out with all these skateboarders that it's a very, very common thing to film what you're doing on your phone. I know this from personal experience because my YouTube channel literally ran by my phone for the first 2 years. I filmed everything on my phone, I edited everything on my phone, and I uploaded from my phone. I kind of had to be self-taught how to film with my phone, and pretty much I had to make sure that my phone would last no matter what I was doing when I was filming a video, because with a nice camera like this one, you can be at multiple batteries. If it dies, you can just put a new battery in, charge them, and then you're good to go again. But with your phone, you're not only using it to film, you're using it as a phone. You're using it to talk to people, you're using it to text, browse social media, all that stuff that people do now. But when you're doing that on top of trying to film videos on it, your battery will die very, very, very quickly. So I assume that most of my subscribers either have a cell phone or are probably watching on a cell phone, and more specifically an iPhone. And I've learned over time a lot of different tips from different people and through just browsing myself, and yeah, so today I'm going to be going over a bunch of different tips to help you guys out. These tips that I will be talking about are iPhone only, but I'm fairly sure that there has to be some equivalent on any type of other phone too of the things that I'm about to say, but so yeah. Alright, so for the first 2 tips that I have, the first one will be the low power mode that are on iPhones now. And this was something that it kind of probably came with one of the more recent updates or one of the new phones when they came out, but there's a mode that you can turn on your phone that pretty much turns off a bunch of other apps while you're using it, or won't make them run while you're using your phone. And this saves a ton of battery, and usually this turns on at about 20% when your phone's about to die. And it just does that to make sure it's like, hey, we know you use your phone a lot and we don't want it to die, so here's low power mode. And if you're like any skateboarder and you're filming stuff all the time, this is a very helpful thing to have on. You can turn it on even when it's not at 20%. You can turn it on when you're at 100% and it'll make it last a little bit longer. But if you're filming skateboarding and just filming skateboarding, low power mode is a good thing to have. The second thing that you can do, this is kind of more so has been around for a while on phones, but it's kind of more common sense too, but there is a mode on most cell phones, I'm fairly sure all, I will say all, and it's called airplane mode. And what airplane mode is it just turns off everything that is being used, but it remains on. It just doesn't, you can't like browse the internet, you can't send text, you can't do any of that stuff. So if you're just filming and just using the camera, then obviously it wouldn't use as much battery as if you had like Instagram and Twitter and texts and getting phone calls and stuff. You wouldn't be able to film if you were getting phone calls, but you get the idea. Airplane mode turns off all that stuff so you can just film and have your battery only focus on filming. Alright, so for tip number 3, this is an actual thing that is, again, it may be on another phone. I don't want to claim that it is on another phone, but for the purpose of this video, it is only iPhones for what I'm about to say. But tip number 3 is turning your phone onto 60 frames per second. So I did not realize that this was a thing. I thought every time a new phone comes out from Apple, you look at the camera, you're like, wow, this looks amazing, but there's actually a different setting that you can do. And a good friend of mine showed me how to change it, and you just go into your settings and you select, I think the default that it's at is at 1080p at 30 frames a second, and you can change it to 60 and it makes the quality look way better. So you can see these 2 clips that I filmed of the kickflip on flat ground. If you look at the board, you can see that it's not more fluid when it's flipping, and at the 60 frames a second one it is more fluid, and it just looks better. So if you're going to be filming on that, I would definitely recommend it. The 4th tip that I have is how to edit. I'm fairly sure that iMovie comes free now with any new phone, and it's super easy to use. You just upload the clips onto there, you can cut it, you can freeze frame certain things that you want. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can cut clips where you want to, you can slow-mo. One thing I do want to say though is that many skateboarders know that there is a slow-mo feature when you are filming with your phone that makes the quality go down a little bit, but it makes the frame rate, I think, higher, so that it makes the slow-mo look really good. But when you film with the slow-mo and you put it into iMovie, the slow-mo that you've already edited will get messed up. So that's one bad thing about iMovie that a lot of skateboarders know, that it just messes up slow-mo clips. So, alright, and tip number 5, last but not least. I know a lot of skateboarders have issues trying to get a good shot of showing off the amazing things that they can do on Instagram, because I've seen in person a lot of different type of tripods that are being used. Some people use tables for a tripod, some people use bottles and prop their phone up on it sideways, and you saw here that a lot of people use like little step stools and different things just to get the right angle for when they're filming. But this right here is a tiny little tripod that you can get for your phone. So it comes with this little thing, you screw it in here, and this thing latches onto your phone and it just holds it in place, and you can get whatever angle that you need to. I got mine on Amazon. They're like less than $5, I'm fairly sure. They're super cheap, very affordable. That's the same thing I just said in 2 different ways. And yeah, if you are one of those people who always struggle to have your phone propped up a certain way, I'm gonna put this down, you will not have that problem anymore. There's different versions of it, but this is definitely something I recommend. Super high priority, so you can stay away from problems of using bottles and stuff to prop up your phone. So yeah, that was just 5 tips that I could think of. I know a lot of you watching probably have a phone and film yourself on it a lot, and I wanted to help out by coming up with these things, because every time I show these little tips of what you can do on your phone when you're filming to make it last longer, a lot of people are actually surprised. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave it a like, comment below if you guys have any other tips, or I was probably wrong on some stuff, but that happens on the internet when you don't do your research. So yep, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, I'll try to come up with different tutorials that I can do, but I figured this one was pretty easy because a lot of you guys have cell phones and probably film yourself, do tricks for Instagram all the time. So yep, I will see you guys in the next video, and as always, have a good one. It'd be cool if my hand was bigger so I could cover up the entire lens. I have a lens cap. Bye.